We're fast approaching press time for the first edition of tomorrow morning's paper. This printer has just finished makeup of a page. In the next 56 minutes, all pages must be finished and recorded to meet the edition deadline of 9 p.m. But tonight's deadline is special. This New York Times mirror image in lead of tomorrow's dateline reads backwards as Sunday, July 2nd, 1978. It marks the last day of an age-old method of printing in this composing room. What you are now witnessing will exist after tonight only as a filmed historic record, for the century of the linotype machine is nearing its end. Using 535-degree molten lead, it sets solid lines of type called hot type, cast in newspaper column widths. Now cooled, a printer's hands prepare the lines for insertion into a column of the page. Headlines are still set by hand with type stored in traditional California cases and in time-worn Ludlow cabinets. By morning, relics of the past. Letter by letter, the printer forms the words in his composing stick in the same way that Gutenberg, the first printer of the Western world, did more than 5 centuries ago. Brass molds of letters are assembled in a different composing stick, also for headlines. Inside this Ludlow machine, which was invented a quarter of a century after the linotype, they will be cast from liquid lead to form a solid slug of type. By tomorrow, this Ludlow, too, will be a museum piece. These steel tables for page makeup are called printer's stones. They have been gradually abandoned over the past months. A radical changeover has taken place, for a new era of computerized, electronic, automated, and cold-type photo technology has begun. It started in the brightly lit area beyond these 2 dark hulks of discarded linotype machines. Now lined up for shipment, they have been the old reliables here for decades. Tonight, 60 of the once 140 linotypes, the largest battery of any newspaper in the world, are on their final stint. Before the rush to edition time, a makeup man spoke to us about this machine.
You know, 100 years ago, a man named Ottmar Mergenthaler invented a machine called a linotype. Now, it's not a machine that's well known by most people, but I find that it was the automation of its day. The only thing is, I think it was the machine that made mass education possible. It brought the price of books within the range of the average working person. This is the machine over here, and it's practically unchanged in 100 years. I feel if old man Mergenthaler came back, he could probably go over to that machine, sit down and set up a couple of galleys of type without any problems at all. If there were any problems as far as fixing the machine, I'm sure he could get up and fix it. But that's how long that machine has lasted, 100 years.